welcome back to Beanie's Hobbies, and in this video we're going to be having a look at the new Creality CR6 SE. I know this printer's been out for a bit now. There are a few reviews on the web, but you know, over here at Beanie's Hobbies I pay for all my own printers, so you'll get the most honest review possible because I've had to spend my own money on them, and if they're junk, well, I will tell you they're junk and advise you not to buy them. But now, this little Creality CR6, what an awesome little printer. It's really cool. It's just working really well. I was a bit sort of dubious about the bed leveling, because these obviously have no bed leveling screws at all whatsoever. It's all done by sensor. So I was thinking, this is never going to work. We're going to have no end of bed leveling issues. But so far, I will say, I have had no bed leveling issues. I have had no issues at all whatsoever. We have got some nice little features. It's quite handy that Creality have gone through for these thumb screws to tighten your belts. So we've got one obviously here for your bed, and then we've got another one here for the hot end. Also, what I like about this machine is the fact that it's got dual lead screws. Now, I think all 3D printers should have dual lead screws because it obviously helps keep your X-gantry or your X-axis level to the bed, which I think is a must-have on all 3D printers, really. We have got filament detection runout sensor. It's a bit difficult to show you around this at the moment because I've got, as you can see here from the glare, I have currently got time-lapse running. If we could take you around the other side. Come on, gimbal, keep up with me. I have actually done a tutorial on installing this DIY time-lapse. If you guys are interested in making that nice sort of slick, smooth time-lapse, that is on a separate video. But anyway, getting back to this printer. Back here you'll see we do have, like I said, the filament runout sensor. We have the dual screws. The extruders, I've upgraded these extruders, so now we just have the lever. You latch all the way back, push your filament through, latch it back closed. It's a lot easier than when the ones on the end of 3 where you have the wheel on the top, where you have to guide it through and wind it up. That's a vast improvement. We have also upgraded to a full-size SD card, which is another vast improvement. And coming back around the other side here, without kicking my tripod, we do have full touchscreen. Now, I just wish, I probably could bend it, but I don't really want to. I wish they just angled it up slightly more, so it's tilted up further, because I'm finding myself having to lean over to see the screen. Just wish that was more slightly angled up. Okay, sorry, it's just my camera just taking another photo. We do have obviously the carry handle up here on the top. It's a bit of a gimmick, you know, because once you've got your printer in place, you don't really want to have to move it around, so I really get the point of having a carry handle. The same with the filament holder over here on this side. Just slots on the rail, and it's on this kind of like bendable joint. Yeah, again, I can't see the point of that either. Much better off with just a solid fixed one, because I do find this a bit, unless it's well supported, it's just a bit meh. It's just a bit flimsy and a bit wobbly. Apart from that, I haven't really got any gripes about this machine. I mean, I can show you, let me just plop you down over here. I can show you some of the stuff that I've been printing. Obviously, we have Hulk here. This was for my 500th subscriber giveaway, which has been announced. But this guy here, he was printed on this printer. Came out really well. Currently printing Venom head. And this is just his lower jaw. That too has came out incredibly well. And then, just hang on. Just finished printing Venom's skull, complete with his base. This was printed on the CR6 SE. Obviously has been painted, but that also came out incredibly well. Overall, I'm very, very pleased with the way that this printer is performing. Can't really go through the menus as such, because obviously the machine is currently running at the moment, but you're better off to see the actual machine running rather than me just sitting here pushing buttons. But it's nice and quiet. We've got a little bit of noise coming from the hot end fan, but all I can hear is the Ender 3 V2 over there chugging away, which is considerably louder than the CR6 SE. Now, I didn't back this on Kickstarter. I picked this up from AliExpress, ordered it, and it was delivered within about a week. So it turned up quite quick. I'm not quite sure how AliExpress are selling them off when people are still backing them on Kickstarter, but hey ho, just a bit of luck, I suppose. But I mean, if you are looking for a new 3D printer, so this is quite a small form 3D printer. It hasn't got a very big build plate, but if that is something you are looking for, I would advise you to give this a look. Now, let me just find my reel. I've got to try and time it between picture takes, so the last thing is I want my arm while I'm taking a photo. So this build plate is roughly 25 by 25, or 250 by 250 mil. So you got a fairly good size. It's slightly larger than the Ender 3, sorry. But it is a very, very good, very solid, well-built machine. Haven't got any complaints with it at all whatsoever. And if we just go over to the Ender 3 V2, see we have churning away. Another camera set up. Sorry, I've got a very, very small workshop at the moment. I'm sort of struggling for space. Now, obviously, this is the Ender 3 V2. Yet again, nice little machine. Obviously, we don't have anywhere near as much equipment on this that the CR6 has. We obviously do have the knobs to adjust your belts. There's no filament detector on this machine. We don't have any touch screen, but we do have a nice large size screen. I haven't really got any gripes about this machine. It does desperately need twin lead screws. I mean, I've had a couple of issues with the gantry hair not being level, so I've had to take it apart, readjust it, and that is now level. And my only other gripe about this machine is the fact that they've used the parts off the original Ender 3 in the new machine. So when mine turned up, I've still got the two screw holes, you can see there and there, where the power supply was originally mounted on the Ender 3. Why have they not just supplied me with a new rail? I just think, Creality, really, you supply a new machine but you're using the old parts. I mean, that's not really a biggie as such, but I don't want two holes in my gantry. Anyway, slightly off topic. Let's say we're not discussing that today. So guys, yeah, back to the CR6 SE. I can't fault this machine at all. Yes, it's not the cheapest machine in the world compared to the Ender 3. Just wish it had a slightly bigger build plate. And apart from that, I can't fault it in any way, shape or form. Prints are coming out spot on. I have no problems with bed leveling. I've had no problems with overheating. No problems with extruding. I have had no problems. I've actually had no problems with anything at all whatsoever with this machine. Just looking on on YouTube there are a couple of reviews of people saying they've had problems with the machine, but I just think they must have been unlucky, or more down to user error. Because like I say, for me, this thing, it's been an absolute dream to work with. Like I say, guys, that is about all I can say. I'm not going to go into great depth and great detail about it, because there are so many other YouTubers out there that have done this already. I just want to give my honest opinion of this machine if you guys are thinking about buying it or looking to get a new printer. Because, you know, I will always be honest with you guys and tell you the truth. Like I say, I don't get sponsored. All these machines I'm bought, paid for by myself. And if they're junk, I'm going to tell you they're junk and to avoid them like the plague. But I can honestly say this machine is spot on. Really is spot on. And I just wish that they would make a few more of these machines that don't have the leveling nuts, because it works really well. So this is an ideal machine for a beginner who's not quite sure, you know, how to level their bed, because at the end of the day all you have to do is just push one button and it will level the bed for you. It is that easy. But anyway, guys, that's it for me for waffling on for this one. This was just a short little video. Hope you guys might have found this useful. If you'd like to subscribe. We will be doing a giveaway when we get to 1,000 subscribers. I have got a brand new 3D printer to give away to somebody. So yeah, stay tuned for that one. Apart from that, that's enough of me waffling on for now, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Cheerio!